There is no biggest fan or bigger advocate than me when it comes to Jake Bates being on the Detroit Lions. From his first kick, game-winning kick in week 1 for the Michigan Panthers at the beginning of March, I said we had to have him on the team, even if it was to compete for the starting job. Well, the Detroit Lions went out and did that. It was 4 teams in the NFL that were requesting his services. The Detroit Lions won that bidding war. And now with the injury to Michael Badgley, Jake Bates is the only kicker on the Detroit Lions roster. Now, we're going to talk some good and some bad with Jake Bates, and I want to ask your question and your opinion in the comments below. The good. Jake Bates has a monster leg. We're talking about the second coming of Justin Tucker. We're talking about Matt Prater. You guys remember what it was like to have Matt Prater on the team. When you kicked a 60-plus yarder, you were confident this guy was going to hit it. Now, he had done it before in Denver, and he was a very reliable kicker. And no matter what power your leg has, you have to be able to make those kicks. And Jake Bates is having a tough time. Now, we were talking about most of his kicks being outdoors or indoors and how a lot of his misses in the UFL came from outdoors. Most of the Detroit Lions games will be indoors. They only have 3 outdoor games this season, not including, obviously, any playoff run they go on or anything like that. One of those is the Chicago Bears. I know that for a fact. The Green Bay Packers, they're outdoors, and there's one more outdoor game. The crazy thing about it is the NFL has more outdoor teams than indoor teams, and they have a very small percentage that have a retractable roof. They go under a different category. So the question that I have for you that I've been seeing all throughout social media is, is the Jake Bates experiment over? Now, I'm going to make a reference to something, so just follow me if you will. I'm going to say some things without saying some things, all right? There's a recent phenomenon that went viral within the last 4 to 6 weeks, and it was something said on the internet that, matter of fact, on a YouTube channel that went viral, and this individual became an internet celebrity. And just like that, that internet celebrity is wearing thin, and they have come to what appears to be the end of their internet celebrity road. Is that the same thing that's happening with Jake Bates? Is the Jake Bates kind of phenomenon wearing thin? Is it wearing off? Is he going to be the starting kicker for the Detroit Lions? Well, we talked about yesterday, he had a horrendous day kicking. He went 5 for 6 on extra points, and he had a horrendous day, 8 for 15, I think, on kicks. But here is something from Pride of Detroit that I want to put before you guys. This is a question that they're posing to the Lions community. Says, who will be the kicker, the starting kicker in 2024? We've probably posted this question once or twice already, but as we get closer to the start of the season, the landscape of the Lions kicker room continues to change. It's possible that the team starting kicker heading into the season isn't even on the team yet, since Bates is the lone kicker on the roster. We should be seeing the Lions bringing in some competition for him soon, however. Says, another avenue the Lions could explore is trading for a kicker. I'm not the biggest advocate of trading assets to acquire a kicker, but it should come at a cheap price, especially if the Lions were to target a kicker that is likely to be cut from another team. And then they asked the question, and I forgot to do this last time I did my video. Says, let's hear from you. Who do you think will win the starting job for the kicker job for the Lions? And is that player even on the team yet? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Now, I am going to vote on my honest opinion, what I think it is. I think that it is going to be Jake Bates. That's my vote. Let's see what the fan base has to say. Other via signing. Wow. And that is out of 1,090 votes. Now, obviously, that doesn't make up the majority of the Lions fan base, just the Pride of Detroit audience that chose to vote. Now, here's my thing. When you look at the kicking landscape, I don't think the Lions trade for a kicker because we've done that before. We traded for Riley Patterson that we wind up cutting him. He was just waived by the Jacksonville Jaguars. He did not clear waivers. He was picked up by the Washington Commanders. I truly believe that Riley Patterson would have come back to Detroit. They would have either claimed him off waivers or he would have been brought in with the promise that he will be given a legitimate competition chance at the starting job. All right. Because if you think about it, a kicker that comes in here, they're going to know that Bates is struggling and they're going to put mad pressure on him. and they're going to refine him, and either he's going to be on this team or he's not. Now, if Bates does not make the team or is not the starting kicker, then I will apologize for that, because I truly believe that he is going to be on the team. Now, you have to look at it at this aspect as well. The Detroit Lions have had a roster spot available for quite some time, and this is before John Kaminsky, who has yet to be put on IR, as far as I know, was there. So the spot was already there. Why haven't they brought in a kicker? They worked out 4 of them. The best kicker numerically with the biggest kicking percentage was Smits. Andre Smits. They brought him in for a workout last week, did not sign him. There's a reason for that. So from the outside looking in, is Jake Bates, are the Detroit Lions truly on the fence about him? Why would you not bring somebody in? Somebody. Even if you cut that person a week later, you still let this guy, Michael Badgley, goes down, and you still let him be the only kicker on the roster. Now, I don't believe Jake is comfortable. I don't believe he thinks he's comfortable. He knows what opportunity he has, a legitimate chance. Don't forget, I believe he spent some time on the NFL roster before, but he didn't make the team. Is he the next internet phenomenon? Is he the next catch me outside? How about that? Is he the next I'm not going to say, but everybody know what I'm talking about, what I'm referring to? I think Jake Bates still is going to win the starting kicking job. Whatever it is, get together. Maybe he should go talk to somebody. Go talk to a Justin Tucker. Go work with a Justin Tucker. You got time. Well, the season's about to start, so maybe not. But go call him on the phone. Fly to Baltimore, as much as that pains me to say. Do whatever it takes. This is your opportunity to win the starting kicking job. But because the Detroit Lions have not brought in anyone as of now, I think that's a big deal. Now, you understand that there's only 32 kickers in the NFL. Are we under the impression that a starting caliber kicker will be cut as the preseason cuts come along? And then you have 2 weeks to come in here. I mean, you're kicking, right? So it's not like you got to learn the playbook. It might be a few things, a couple fake plays or something like that you need to know. But outside of that, how much you need to know as a kicker? You got one job, as most of us say. So I don't believe that the Jake Bates experiment is over, but apparently 1,090 people believe that we will sign the starting kicker, and 11% think that we will trade. Well, I'm going to throw trade out the window because we have tried that before and we have failed at that. I don't think so. I have confidence that Jake Bates will get it together and win the starting job, but let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Remember, this channel is brought to you by members, subscribers, and viewers just like you. Check out the description for all my affiliate links, potentially save you some money off something you were going to buy anyway. It is free for you. Doesn't cost you anything extra, but does a little bit for me, and I do appreciate that. We've already had a couple people go through the Fanatics website and make a couple purchases, so I appreciate that, you guys, for that. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. I still have the utmost confidence in Jake Boomin' Bates.